What's up, everybody? Welcome to round two. Hope you're excited. Hopefully, we do better than last time. That was a little bit of a bummer that we lost that one, but we had some fun, though. Let's go ahead and get the chat closed out now. As far as our opening hand goes, we've got Swamp, Triple Island, we have Putrid Imp, which is a nice little discard outlet. Man, this is... I'm just not... We don't really have anything to... We don't even have double swamp. Let's go ahead and mulligan on this one. I'm not too wild about this hand. I mean, we do have a sack out, not a sack. We have a dump. We have a discard outlet for Wormcoil Engine, but nothing really to do with this. So let's go ahead and mulligan on this one. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like this. Yeah, Mox Jet, Swamp, Island, Buried Alive, Exhume. Yes, we will keep on this one. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, so we can lead off with Exhume. Not Exhume. We don't want to lead off with Exhume. That wouldn't really get us anywhere. We can lead. We can get the Mox Jet down. We're gonna keep on this one. Sounds good. To get the Scry on top. And then we get into spots where we can go next turn, go Buried Alive, and then get a nice little Exhume going, and then kind of see what we want to bring back. Get the Swamp on top. Let's go ahead and that's going to be 3 off the Mox Jet. We only need 3. Let's go ahead and, well, we don't want to draw one of our reanimated pieces. Let's go and put the Swamp on top. So put that on top, and then we'll decide exactly what reanimator target we want to go for with the Buried Alive. We'll have a nice 3 options for us, but yeah. Okay, let's go and lead off with the Mox Jet. And let's go ahead and get the Island down. I guess we could go Island, Collective Brutality. We're not going to be able to kick it, but yeah, let's go ahead and go Collective Brutality. Reveal their hand. Let me kind of see what's cooking in the kitchen. Okay, so we got Ashiok, Hypnotic Spectre, Vampire Nighthawk. Okay, we're doing pretty good on this one. We do have to watch out for the Vampire Nighthawk coming down, but that's definitely good to know. Okay. Let's go and get that popped up. So there we go. All right, we're going to go past turn. All right, so next turn we're going to get the Swamp down. We're going to be online for Buried Alive. Search your library for 3 cards, put them into the graveyard, and then we can bring back one of our creatures with Exhume and be in a good spot to kind of reanimate that. Now, let's see. So they did have Swamp and Island in the hand. They're a little bit far away from their double black cards in their hand. So I'm thinking we may end up going for Wormcoil Engine. That'd be a good reanimator target for us to just simply start getting ahead on life total. And then if it does die to something like Vampire Nighthawk, then we can it'll die and we'll get those tokens on the battlefield. That'd be a good little spot to go from there. But yeah, man, love playing reanimator. It's always a lot of fun. It's kind of what is it? I always jam it. You know, I'm always like, as soon as like the last few cube drafts I've done, I've never gotten to play Reanimator because it doesn't really, you know, I get past 1 or 2 cards, I'm like, I don't want to get into it. But this one, I was pretty happy about it, but it was a bummer that we lost last term. That was. I always want to win for y'all, but I think I probably should have mulliganed in Game 3. That would have give us a little bit better of a chance. So let's go and get these Swamp down. Let's go for some nice little Buried Alive. Search your library for 3 creature cards, put them into the graveyard. We could, well, it's not a basic type, so we're not going to go for Sundering Titan. Let's go and get the Wormcoil Engine down. We have a couple flyers over there. Let's go for Grave Titan. So right now we got Grave Titan, Wormcoil Engine, and Dragon Lord Atarka. That way if they do get some sort of flyers on the battlefield, we can kind of deal that damage out. Yeah, that's a nice little spread. So we got Wormcoil Engine. If it dies, we get those tokens. We have Grave Titan to kind of start making some more tokens, and then Dragon Lord Atarka to kind of clean up the board if they go for anything a little busted. So get that into the battlefield. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. All right, so we have Swamp in the hand. We have Exhume online next turn. We're going to be able to bring back the nice little Wormcoil Engine. We could bring back the they got the Swamp down too in the Isle. So they've got 6 cards in hand. We don't know what the other 2 are. Dark Ritual. Okay, let's go and get these Swamp down. Let's go and go for the Exhume, see if this sticks. They're going to get to put a creature onto the battlefield, but unfortunately, go ahead, buddy. I'll tell you about that. I was playing Q with my buddy. I'll tell that story. All right, now do we want to go Wormcoil Engine? We want to go Grave Titan. We're going to get 2 more bodies on the battlefield. It's going to be a little bit of a quicker clock. Let's go ahead and go Grave Titan. I like that. And then we're going to go and pass it because we're going to be able to swing in next turn and get 2 more zombies. And then, yeah, I kind of liked it a little bit better. We could have gone Wormcoil, but yeah, I like the Grave Titan on this one. But yeah, I built Reanimator in the cube that I have with my buddy. And there's no better feeling than casting an Exhume and then being like, all right, what do you want to put onto the battlefield? Oh, okay, sorry about that. You don't have a creature card in the graveyard, do you? Draw into Island. Let's go ahead and get the Island down. Let's go and swing in. Yeah, we're going to be able to swing in for 4. More than likely, we're going to see the Vampire Nighthawk block on the Grave Titan, but we're still going to have 4 more bodies on the battlefield to start swinging in after this too. So we're going to swing in for 4, put them down to 15, and then we'll have 8 coming across the following turn. Anything else? No, we're going to go past turn. All right. So now, if we do have Buried Alive, not Buried Alive, if we go for Living Death, that'd be something that'll help us kind of clear the board out. I mean, not clear the board out, but bring a lot of our reanimator targets onto the battlefield with Wormcoil and Dragon Lord Atarka. So, Ashiok, okay. So that if we draw into that, definitely be something good we can go for. And then we were online for pretty much anything else. We have Makeshift Mannequin, we still have Corpse Dance, and then we actually still have Reanimate itself. So, and if we draw into the Liliana Planeswalker, then we can start bringing stuff back out of the graveyard. Now, our opponent does have Ashiok on the battlefield. Did they end up exiling? What did they exile? Swamp, okay, they did hit a Makeshift Mannequin off of Ashiok. So we'll get that closed off. I think they've just gotten down one island. And then the Vampire Nighthawk. So that leaves the Hypnotic Spectre in the hand. Let's go and get these Swamp down. Now here's the kicker. With 3 cards, Hypnotic Spectre deals damage to another opponent at random. Do we want to take care of Ashiok? Yeah, let's go ahead. We have 1, 2, 3. A lot of our Reanimator targets are in the graveyard. I'd hate for our opponent to hit one of our Reanimator targets. If we swing in for 8, that's going to put them right down to 9. Then the following turn, we'll take one more combat step. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing in. Let's see if we can't close it out. I like that a little bit better. We're going to swing in for 8, puts them down to 9. That's still, we're like on a 3-turn clock, but hopefully we should be able to outrace the Ashiok. And then we're running only about 5 Reanimator targets in here, and the three of which we already have in the graveyard. So statistically, hopefully we should be able to kind of outrace the Ashiok by simply just swinging in at our opponent. Kind of puts them in a spot where they have to get down the Hypnotic Spectre and tap the Mana Confluence to get them down to 8 mana. And then we can swing and kind of take care of that. So exile the top 3 cards. Oh, they get a Thundermaw Hellkite. Nice, man. Okay. But we can still swing in on the back end, kind of knock it down to where they can't go for the -X ability. Kalitas, okay. Let's see what else. Draw into another swamp. We are flooding out on this one. Let's go get these swamp down. Now, if we push in, they're going to have lifelink, get rid of our creature. We can send the whole creatures over at Ashiok. That's going to delay the inevitable. Let's go ahead and... So if we swing in into Ashiok, puts her down to 1 with the whole crew. They lifelink on Kalitas, they go up to 10. We swing in with 6 at them, go to 10, get hit for 6, they go down to 4. Then they have lifelink on the back end. I guess at this point we'll just go ahead and swing in. Hopefully maybe we draw into Liliana or get one of our, get a Living Death or something like that. Let's go ahead and swing in at Ashiok, that way we keep the Thundermaw Hellkite coming off. Yeah, because they -5 for that. And that's going to have Haste come to the battlefield, 5/5 ability, knocks us down to 15, 3 off. Kalitas puts us down to 12. We swing in, puts up another 4, but they're going to be gaining that life link. I guess if we swing in an Ashiok, they're still going to be able to plus it up. We hit connect for 6, puts them down to 1. They connect for 2, that puts them up to 3. They're going to have to slowly work their way back towards the Thundermaw Hellkite. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Because if they want to swing... Actually, if we swing it at him, with all... Let's be 6 going off, puts them down to 2. They're going to gain 3, go back to 5. And then they'll probably still leave up Kalitas to where we can swing in with 3 more creatures. Yeah, let's go and swing in at our opponent on this one. If they want to go for the... Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Let's see if we can kind of force the issue swinging in with 6 of these zombies coming across. Yeah, because even if they go for the -5 on Thundermaw Hellkite, sure, go for it, swing it for 5 in the air. They're just going to have to leave it up, and then they'll start plussing from there. So I kind of like getting this damage in, kind of forcing it through. They will gain that life from Kalitas, but at this point right now, we're just hopefully we can get into spots where we draw the Living Death or Liliana, or we can bring back the Dragon Lord Atarka and deal that 5 damage out among our creatures. So, and especially with Dragon Lord Atarka, it's going to have that trample damage, which is going to be allow us to get into spots where we can kind of push that through. So I think we'll just go ahead and swing in on this one. But yeah, some of our outs would definitely be Living Death and Liliana. Alright, so we got the Kalitas block on one of our zombies. Go down to 5. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass turn. They have Lotus Bloom. You know, if they do go for some sort of discard spell, we can simply just fire the Dark Ritual off if we want to. But we'll just go ahead and hold on to it for right now. About the only thing Dark Ritual would be good for, but we're at that point now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have the Corpse Dance, which is a instant mana for 3. You can buy it back, but Dark Dark Witch will definitely help us maybe get a few more buybacks. It's going to be 5. That'll be 10 total mana for 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that'll be just enough. Actually, we'll have to tap out one for that, but we'll see. See what we draw into. So they did crack the Lotus Boon for 3 black mana. Sorry about that. Okay, get down the Hypnotic Spectre. Let's go and cross that off. Now, if they swing in with Kalitas, exile the top 3, and they do hit a Sundering Titan off that one. Okay, and our Pack Rat. They're hitting all of our Reanimator targets. So if they do go for Sundering Titan, this is really not going to help them out that much. We're going to lose Swamp and the Island. That we have enough of each basic, so. See what we draw into. Another Island. Beautiful. We are flooding out. If we go and swing in for 6, they're going to gain that lifelink off Kalitas, gain the 3, go to 8, get in for 4, puts them back down to 4. Yes, man, it'd be nice to draw something other than lands on this one, but let's go ahead and between what Ashiok's exiled, we're still in line for Living Death and Liliana. You know, we have about 2 out of 16 chance on that one, or 1 out of 8. Yeah, let's just go and hold off. That way, if they want to swing with Kalitas, we can double block, take care of Kalitas. They have Hypnotic Spectre if it wants to, swing it for 2. We discard the Dark Ritual. We're not really that worried about losing that, so go for that. But yeah, it's unfortunate. We're starting to hit a bunch of lanes on this one, but it is what it is. Got some nice little Reanimator going. Okay, they get the island down. Now with the Sundering Titan is 8, so if they want a minus on that, they can. And then another option would definitely be to go for the Thundermaw Hellkite. Swinging it for 2, discard a card. We're going to get rid of the Dark Ritual. I mean, we could cast it, but there's literally nothing else we can do with it. And then, yeah, and they did hit the Mystical Tutor and the Makeshift Mannequin out of the grave, off of Ashiok. Shadow Mage Infiltrator, okay. And then they hit Grim Tutor, Living Death, and Corpse Dance. Okay, so now we're on the Liliana or Bust plan. Let's see if we can draw into it. Compulsive Research, that gets us somewhere. Draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards unless you land card. Okay, we're going to choose us. Shake the hand up a little bit. And we have just enough mana for Liliana. So we can get this going. Okay, beautiful. Unfortunately, we don't hit a land card, so we're going to have to discard 2 cards. So we have Reanimate, which will we have a pretty steep price on Dragonlord Atarka. Now, if we go Dragonlord, if we get down Liliana, -3, they're going to have Flying, return target creature. It's going to have Fear, so we're going to be able to block it. We can stop Kalitas if we want to. Let's grab Liliana on this one. Oh, excuse me, we do not want to click on that to discard it. Discard the Putrid Imp and Reanimate. Let's go Liliana. And then we can return Dragonlord Atarka back to the battlefield, unless they have a... Okay. Get the Isle activation. What is this? I'm enticed. Unless it has 20 or fewer cards. Okay. But yeah, hopefully, if Mystic Confluence, all right, man. I'm trying to think, we have an out now. Reanimate, Dark Ritual. We got 9 cards left in the library. I mean, we're still gonna play this one out. Oh, that's a bummer. I was not gonna be able to pay for it. Nope, we have no mana. Now we're left with 1 lonely zombie. Not gonna swing in. Yeah, we'll go and play it out. See what else. Any more information that we can get out. But yeah, that's unfortunate on that one. That we get hit with that. Yeah, so with the Ashiok, they do have the -5 on Thundermaw Hellkite, swinging in for 5. I'm just laughing at how bad this game has gone so far. Sorry, guys. Trust me, man. I always want to give you a nice little entertaining game of Magic, but sometimes that happens. We're left with 9 cards in the library, and we're just getting completely wrecked by a Ashiok. I do like Ashiok, though. Ashiok's a pretty fun little planeswalker. All right, so they go to 7. We go to 15. Let's see what we get into. We're sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We have 8 total mana. I think we have Gear Hulk still in the hand. I just don't know what else we could really go for. Yeah, let's just go and scoop this one up, man. All right, send this one over to sideboarding. All right, so we're playing against blue-black, just control. What are we going to bring in? Beast Within, Dark Confidant, Diabolic Edict. That would maybe potentially be a Diabolic Edict in this matchup. Target player sacks a creature. don't really want to bring in Dark Confidant. That's not exactly what we want. We could bring in Repeal to kind of bounce something back. Maybe it'll kind of cycle a card off that one. You know, I mean, we're just all in Reanimator. I think I kind of, you know, we could bring in Deathrite Shaman to kind of help us accelerate our gameplay in just a little bit. Yeah, I think we're okay with this. We'll just kind of keep it the way it is. Kind of shift this one over. But that's what makes Cube fun. Unfortunately, sometimes you have games where you just kind of flood out like that. So, it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and play first. Okay, we have Corpse Dance, Pack Rat. So we get down Pack Rat. That sticks around. Activate it the following turn. Discard Dragon Lord Tarka. Swing in. It's going to gain haste, 5 damage across to our opponent's creatures. We do get in a spot where we can keep buying it back. Do we want to mulligan on this one? We've got triple island and 1 swamp. Because we're just like dead to Pack Rat getting killed. We didn't really see that much removal over there, but just in case they didn't draw into it or something. Yeah, I'd like a little bit more action on this one. Let's go on mulligan. Okay, we got Herbor, we got Island, Sensei's Top. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Reanimate, Thirst for Knowledge. Yes, we will keep on this one. Okay, good. We didn't really hit any dual lands or mana fixing, so I'm always real hesitant to mulligan with this deck. But yeah, I like this a lot. So we can lead off with Sensei's Divining Top. We have Reanimate in the hand. We have Corpse Dance. We get into spots we can start buying back with it, and then we have Sensei's Top. So we're going to keep on this one. Pack Rat, do we want that on top of our library? It will be Discard Outlet. Now we have Thirst for Knowledge. Just going to put that on the bottom for right now. Let's go ahead and get the Urborg down. Let's go with the Sensei's Top. Anything else? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, so next turn, we'll be able to spin the top, hopefully hit the lane drop from that, and then kind of, we still have Thirst for Knowledge, kind of start shaking our hand up too, so let's get the graveyard popped up. If it resolves. See if our opponent wants to go for their Force of Will or not. We'll get the Sensei's Top down, and then we'll be able to start drawing from there. Okay, there we go. Alright, then we're going to go and pass her. But yeah, so, man, I do apologize that we lost game 1, and hopefully, you know, I want to win round 2, for sure. You know, I don't like losing in Cube Draft, but, yeah, I'm not a Cube expert, but I enjoy Cube, and I enjoy it very much, so, before you jump in the comments, you're like, man, why didn't you do this or do that, man? I don't play a lot of Limited. I play a lot of Commander, a lot of Modern, but, Cube as a format is just so fun to play, and so, just wanted to give my shot at it and give a shot at drafting a vintage Cube deck. So we ended up going Reanimator, but we'll see how it ends up when it's all said and done. I hope as long as we can win one match, that's what we're going for. But that's what kind of makes Cube. Sometimes you get into spots where your deck is just not the best. Wait on our opponent on this one. Get the mountain down. Okay. Sorry, I was going to pause the video if they were going to keep pausing like this because they have weird, random, long pauses. Okay, get down a Soul Ring. Let's see. We'll see what we draw into. If not, then we can go ahead. Well, do we want to activate the top during our turn? We don't have much to go for next turn. We're not, unless we just hit a Mox off our draw, then we can't really go for Thirst of Knowledge. I think I'm okay with going for Sensei's Top because I really want to be online to hit Thirst for Knowledge. Well, if we draw a card, then we'll still be able to activate the following turn anyway. So I think, yeah, we'll go and wait on that one. Okay, ships it back over to us. Let's go ahead and see what we draw for the turn. Draw a swamp. Let's go ahead and get the island down. We're going to be online with the Urborg. And then, I guess we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll just go and pass turn. We're going to have the top activation to go for to kind of make sure we shuffle our library up. We have Thirst for Knowledge. So at this point right now, we're just hoping we hit one of our Reanimator targets. And then we get in a spot to where we can discard it with the Thirst for Knowledge and then get in a spot to where we can go for a Reanimate pretty quick the following turn. So, or not the following turn, but right after that. So our opponent's got the Soul Ring down. They've got the Suspended Lotus Bloom. And then now we've got Blue-Red. Okay. I guess maybe they were Grixis and we didn't see it last turn. Who knows? Yeah, let's go and spin the top right now. Okay, so we've got Jace, Mystical Tutor, Putrid Imp. If we put the Mystical Tutor on top, we can draw that and kind of shuffle it up. We'll have the land drop to make for the turn. We have Reanimate. We could go for a Buried Alive and then kind of hand select whatever we want to bring back. We have, well, with Reanimate and Corpse Dance, we could go for Mystical Tutor on the Let's kind of go for the longest. Let's get Jace down. We'll draw into Mystical Tutor without Putrid Imp. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Jace on top. Let's go Putrid Imp, Mystical Tutor, and then Jace on top. So we can get down Jace, start kind of shuffling our library up a little bit, and then get into spots where we can really develop a nice little reanimator board. Maybe they kind of want to get their creatures out there. Kind of take it a little bit slower and trying to just jam it as quick as we can. Let's go and get these swamp down. Let's go for Jace. Yeah, and if we use that Mystical Tutor for a nice little Living Death, hopefully we can kind of maybe... We did see Mystical Confluence. We did see Mystical Confluence, so we're going to have to watch out for that as far as a counterspell goes. But, yeah, if we do a little bit of Jace, a little bit of looting with Jace, kind of going for Mystical Tutor. With Sensei's top, kind of set up a nice little Buried Alive. Hopefully we can draw into that and get that going. Okay, opponent goes for Anticipate. Look at the top. Okay, there we go. Get over to turn 4 and let them do their thing. But yeah, so with Mystical Tutor on top, Putrid Imp right below that, we'll still have the Sensei's top, but if we Mystical Tutor, we'll be able to shuffle our library up. Now, if we Mystical Tutor, we go for Living Death. That's going to cut us off of Buried Alive. But is Living Death exactly what we want to go for? We'll see. We can spin the top, and then we'll still have a Jace loot activation to go for the following turn. Okay, Rakdos return for 3. Okay, alright, man. We're having some fun today. Let's go ahead and look at the top 3 cards of our library with this last man. I guess it didn't really matter. Island, Mystical Tutor, Putrid Imp. Just getting demolished, man. What do you want to say? I guess in Rakdos Return for 3, we're going to get rid of everything back in our hand, and we'll be online for Mystical Tutor the following turn. Yeah, I guess we'll put Putrid Imp, and then Island, and then Mystical Tutor on top. Rakdos for 3. Discard 3 cards. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, we're going to have that Mystical Tutor. So go for Mystical Tutor, search your library, put it on top. Then we can draw a card, discard a card. Put the Sensei's Divining Top, draw a card with that. I guess let's go ahead and we're going to loot. We have the Putrid Imp on top. I'm trying to figure out if we want to shuffle away with Mystical Tutor, put it on. It's going to go on top of it, and we're going to lose a card on that. We can draw it with Sensei's Divining Top, then draw an additional card with Jace, and then we can go from there. We did lose Reanimating Corpse Dance. Either way, we're going to be online for a Jace loot or a Sensei's Top or a Mystical Tutor. So we'll just go and pass the turn, and then do we want to put that on top? Yeah, we go from, yeah, well, they're tapped out, so we kind of need this Mystical Tutor to resolve. Let's go and get this going. Let's go Mystical Tutor. That way we can kind of shuffle our library. We can draw it with Sensei's Top, and then discard the Sensei's Top if we need to. Compulsive Research, Exhume, Living Death. I guess at this point, we can probably just go for... If we go for Buried Alive, that's going to give us the best option to creature cards in the graveyard, and then we'll just hope we draw into Liliana or some sort of Living Death. We're online for Grim Tutor, Gifts Ungiven, something like that, Exhume. Yeah, let's just go and go for the Buried Alive. Let's go ahead and... If we go for the Sensei's Top, we'll draw that, it goes on top, draw a card. Either way, we're going to be drawing it next turn, so we can either go for the Jace activation in response to that, or we'll have the top leave it on top of our library. That way we're not going to hit any more discard style stuff from our opponent. They did have Hypnotic Spectre in there too. Their Lotus Bloom was one away from getting a nice little suspend counter off. But yeah, that Rakdos return, man, felt like we got mind twisted. So to you Cube people out there, if you're an official Cube member, sorry about this video. I don't like putting out bad videos, but you know, when we lose, to me, it feels like I'm putting out a bad video, but. So I do apologize to the Q people out there. Alright, so we get Necrotal coming down, destroy target non-artifact creature, can't be regenerated. Now if we go for that, that's going to be draw a card, discard a card. If there are 5 more cards in your library, in your graveyard, that'll be just enough. If we go Sensei's Top, yeah, we draw a card. Sensei's Top goes on top. We go for draw a card, discard a card. Go discard the Sensei's Top. Get Jace to flip. Okay. Get the Necrotal down. We're still alive for Buried Alive the following turn. We did lose Sensei's Top, but at least we have something to kind of show for what we've got going on. We can -3 and go for Thirst for Knowledge. Kind of shake our hand back up a little bit. We'll be online for that the following turn. That will put us into spots where Jace is going to get... will die next turn to Necrotl swinging across. But at this point, we just got to get some sort of action moving after that Rakdos return. So then that is unfortunate. Draw another island. Okay, now with Thirst for Knowledge, unless you discard an artifact card, let's go ahead and go for it. Well, the way we sequence it, yeah, either way, let's go and get the island down. We buried alive for 3 creatures, then minus on Jace for reanimate to take care of Necrotl. I think I like that. Yeah, let's go and go buried alive. And we leave up 1 mana for reanimate. Search your library for 3 creature cards. Now, as far as Necrotl, his first strike, we don't have to worry about any. It doesn't really have Death Touch or anything like that. So we can search for 3 creature cards, minus on Jace, and reanimate it. What gives us the best option getting out of here? We have a Lotus Boon coming off, and then our opponent still has 3 cards in their hands. Let's see if we can't get this one. Now, if we go for Dragon Lord or Tarka, it's going to have Trample. But if we go for Wurmcoil Engine, it's going to put us in a spot where we can just really kind of start grinding it out. This guy have 8 flying in the air. Let's go ahead and grab Dragon Lord or Tarka for sure. We're going to have the Lotus Bloom. If we go for Sundering Titan, enters the battlefield, destroy. We're going to have Island, Mountain, Swamp, take care of those of each type. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for Sundering Titan. And then let's go ahead and go for the Wurmcoil Engine. Let's go to the graveyard. Let's go ahead and go for the Reanimate. And then let's go for Reanimate on Sundering Titan. That way we kind of blow up their mana base, kind of stop them from really kind of getting stuff rocking and rolling. So we get the Sundering Titan trigger. We're going to choose. And then, yeah, that'll leave Swamp for them. Okay. So we got Sundering Titan coming back. They're going to be able to swing in with the first strike. But yeah, it doesn't have flying. Yeah, so we're going to be able to at least stop that coming across. And then we get into spots where we can at least plus up Jace the following turn. Can start kind of swinging in across over there. Okay, so they got the Lotus Boom coming off suspend. I think we kind of rallied a little bit nice after that Rakdos return. We'll take that. They do get the island down, and they're online for Lotus Bloom too, so it's going to be 3 mana. 5, well, I say that now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they've got a nice little chunk of change over there. Grave Titan. Okay, now it's going to have Death Touch, and we're going to be able to blow their island up again if we want to take care of that. But, yeah, nice, man. Okay, now with Jace, we have the -3 ability. Thundermaw Hellkite. Okay, so up to 1 creature gets -2 until end of turn. Okay, so if we -2 on like Grave Titan, we're just really gonna kind of delay the damage because either way, it's just gonna have Death Touch. They're gonna swing in. They're gonna get 2 more zombies. We -2 on Necrotl. Give her that first strike damage. We don't have a discard outlet for the Thundermaw Hellkite. Sundering Titan dies. We're going to get rid of Island Swamp. I guess we can hold back Sundering Titan depending on how they want to swing in with Grave Titan. And then we'll just go ahead and do the minus ability on the Necrotl for the first strike. I think that's about the only way. You know, either way, we're going to have the 2 zombies swinging in at us, so we'll just go and minus on the first strike. Because we're just still going to chump block on the Sundering Titan and hopefully be able to take care of the Grave Titan. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn because if we swing in on the back end, if we swing in, they'll let it come through, we connect for 7, go down to 12, they're going to have 10 on the back end, so they'll be able to take care of it to the Grave Titan and the zombies. So we tried. We had the Sundering Titan on the Mana Confluence and the Mountain and the Island, but the Lotus Bloom came off suspend. So, okay, got the Grave Titan swinging in at Jace. Going to create 2 black zombie creature tokens. I'm going to go ahead and block on Grave Titan. They're swinging it at Jace. We'll let that come through. To get a bit of Death Touch, we'll be able to blow up some more of their lands. Because even if we swing in, they block with their Necrotl, we're dead on the back end, so why not? Let's just go and take care of Grave Titan. So we're going to right there, and then we'll be able to we'll destroy one of each basic once it leaves the battlefield from the Death Touch. And then as far as any order goes, let's go and put Jace in. So we are running Corpse Stand. Well, it's already in the graveyard, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll just go and put Jace and then Sundering Titan in there. Okay, choose an island and a swamp. Those get destroyed. They're left with an island and a soul ring. But at this point, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going to have almost enough the following turn. We're almost going to have to run Swamp and then follow up with Living Death, I think, at this point. That's going to give us the best option. We can't go for Liliana, but that's, it gets into spots where we go Dragon Lord of Tarka, blast 2 of the zombies. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now they're going to have exactly enough once the Necrotl swings across. Excuse me. Well, I forgot it once the adjacent. But yeah, good game, man. Got this one. That is a bummer. Fortunately, we're 0-2. Hopefully we can rally back in round 3. Sorry, guys. Hey, man. I'm always shooting for a good, entertaining video for you. I don't like losing like this. It's never fun. But hey, sometimes it happens. So, all right. See you in round 3. Bye.